Hey again, it's Molly from makeitasadogtrainer.com and welcome to another 5-minute breakthrough video where you will get a mind-blowing breakthrough for your dog training business in about 5 minutes. Make sure you subscribe, like this video so you don't miss anything. As always, check the links in the description because all the greatest things happen over at makeitasadogtrainer.com and you don't want to miss any of those things. So this video is all about something that will help you stand out, which relates to using your personality in your marketing and in your interaction with your clients, which is a little bit tricky sometimes. But if you think about it, if you ever watch commercials of like big corporations, like insurance companies, there's one thing that they do consistently these days that helps a lot with pulling in more clients and getting people to, you know, trust them and like them and want to buy from them. And that is basically just being less formal, being more relatable, having some kind of personality, using a lizard, using a nice, likable person as their spokesperson. You know, all these things to kind of make them more relatable and more, you know, down to earth, or somebody that you can visualize being, you know, enjoying their company or liking that person. So when you buy insurance or whatever from that company, you feel like you're buying from that person instead of just this big office building. But then you look at dog trainers and you look at dog training websites or the behavior or interaction that dog trainers have with people sometimes, and they go out of their way to do the opposite, to be more formal, to look more like a big company, instead of using the advantage you already have, which is already being a small personal service, relatable person and company, like a regular person. These insurance companies try to behave like they're your next door neighbor, you know, and then you go and try to act like you are this massive corporation. And some of that is kind of subconscious because you want to be taken more seriously, and it might tend to make you, like, let's say, write your website content or even your emails, or even when you're talking to people on the phone or during your consultations, it might make you kind of have the tendency of being more formal than you need to be. You might use more dog trainer lingo, or, you know, bigger sciencey words, or just kind of be kind of robotic and just talk like a resume, or write your website like it's a resume and just use like the more formal version of words. And I want to suggest to you that you don't have to do that you can be a real person. In fact, probably to a certain extent, the more personality you have in your website content and your interaction with people, the more normal you are, the more you behave like a regular person, which you probably were before you were a dog trainer. The more you're like that, the more people will like you and trust you and relate to you, that they just kind of feel like you just are like a regular person who just happens to be an expert in something they need help with. And that kind of personality thing goes a long way, as you might have noticed when people call you and they end up choosing you as their dog trainer, and they might have told you that other dog trainers they talked to were not that friendly, you know? So you can stand out a lot by being friendly and showing your real personality to a professional extent. You know, there's a line to draw somewhere, but by being less formal and less, you know, when you correspond with people, don't say correspond. Say, you know, thanks so much for getting in touch. I'd love to hear more about your dog. Let's get on the phone and talk for a few minutes about what's going on. Don't be like, thank you very much for reaching out and corresponding with us this afternoon. We are very much looking forward to conversing with you about your canine. Don't be like that. The more formal you are, you're not going to be taken more seriously. That's especially more commonly seen, I think, with trainers who are either new to their businesses and or very young. I was 22 when I first started my dog training business, and I looked young for a long time. You know, when I was 30, I still looked, you know, in my early 20s to a lot of people. So I felt like I had to work a little harder to be taken more seriously. And I just kind of improved my marketing skills and my interaction and what to say and how to answer things in a well-spoken way, but still have personality and still be casual and warm and friendly and all that mixed in. So don't be a robot. Don't be a resume. Just talk like yourself. Put your personality back in your marketing content and in your interaction with people, and that will help set you apart from other dog trainers. So hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, again, to check the links in the description for more goodies on similar topics, and I will see you in the next video.